Hi, I wanted to share that I was feeling really, really empowered and I connected a lot with the first part of the event. And then the moment, and I really felt like, oh, cool, yes, of course I can. I know the ideal client. I'll have to call her and I'll have to ask her for the interview and resonated with the four core principles of CEO. But then the moment you said, well, why don't you create like a small package worth 700? Like literally, like for me, it's like I can imagine a micro offer for $50. And I'm aware that this is again this belief in my own value of my offer, being able to sell it to myself. And I am in the launch program. But and I'm aware that I'm still in the progress there, but I'm just like I thought, how do you guys deal with that? Like it's still it annoys the heck out of me.
Yeah, yeah. And I said that to flesh out some of this stuff.
Well, it did. It comes.
Yeah, great, great, good, good, good. Because even if you have a hard time selling a $700 program, it's a deservability issue.
Yeah.
You don't believe that you're worth a $700 investment. So where does that come from? Like what are you really afraid of? If you created, like we're not even talking about a high fee transformational program right now. We're talking about giving your value, sharing, because it's not about the $700. You get it, right? Even giving away a free
Exactly.
workshop, there's a like, what do I have to give? So what are you really afraid of?
Well, there comes up this is it going to be good enough? But mostly what comes up is like, would I be paying for something like that? And I'm coming from, and I know we've talked with you, but it's like, it comes from this, like, I can figure out my own stuff. And now I'm aware that no, I can't. I have to ask for help, but I'm still not there. And I know that, I've discovered that my niche is indeed what I've gone through. It's being that expat spouse, which has to leave everything you built. And in my case, in two separate countries. In my home country, I had to leave everything I built. In another country, I left everything I built to move with my husband to the third country. And the third country was where I dropped into that hole of losing that identity and purpose and passion and joy and whatever. And that's where discovering coaching that was my way out. I was like, it literally changed everything. And I mean, it's a huge identity transformation to become a coach anyways for everybody. So
Yeah,
the
so
thing
Ilse,
is,
I don't want to step over this or forget this, but you said, whoa, would I pay $700? Is that true? You wouldn't?
well, it depends for probably the glitch was in the idea, what is a small offer? What is a small package? Because for I don't know if that would be I don't know, a 3 hour something, yes, then I would probably think about it.
Yeah,
Probably I
so
would pay for it. With my current awareness, yes, I would.
yeah,
But
yeah,
me
because you
five
already
years
have.
ago, no.
Yeah, you've already invested like a high
Yeah,
fee
yeah,
like program, right, to get you
yeah.
help. But see, it's not about the money. See, what you said that I heard is like the time. See, as coaches, sometimes we trade time for money. We say like, oh, I only provided 3 hours of my time. Can I charge $700 for that? Like, what's the value in it? How much time did it take you to create it? How much time did it take you to develop it? How much value are you putting in there that people can then take and add it to their life?
Yeah, years and years.
Years and years.
Yeah, I
And
feel it in my body, and it's still stuck somewhere, something there. That belief, there is still that doubting somewhere there.
yeah. See, it's not the money. It's not the low fee program. It's not creating that. It's leadership. You don't identify yourself as a leader that's making a difference.
It's funny that you say that because I'm actually in a lot of positions. I am a leader and I'm leading some organizations. And then but when you say it, it rings a bell. I don't feel like a leader of change.
Yeah, it's just in inauthenticity. You're leading companies, big companies. Yet in your life, you don't view yourself as a leader. So tell me about that. There's a disconnect. Tell me about the disconnect.
It's about the, um, will it work kind of thing which comes up. And maybe it comes from not having enough proof, but that's that vicious cycle. If you don't go out, don't do it, you don't have that proof that it works.
Yeah. See, that all boils back to faith. Belief.
Yeah.
And notice how, when you're not having faith, when you're not believing in yourself, when you're not seeing yourself as a leader, it gets you off the hook.
Yeah, you can hide nicely.
Okay. Now you're being authentic. I'm not a leader. I don't know. I'm not deserving. I'm not worthy. That's pretty inauthentic. But it feels real, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just hiding. It's masking fear.
Mm.
Because you want certainty. I want to know that this is going to work. And what did I write? With clarity comes certainty. When you're clear on the value that you give and the opportunities that you give people, then you'll be certain. But you're stuck at even putting it out there.
You're right. I mean, I felt like I've started half a year ago with putting out free offers and beta testers and been doing peer-to-peer coaching. And I actually know that there are results. I actually can get the results, but I still feel like I don't know what kind of proof I'm looking for. Because the ones have done the results, they never paid that high fees. And then when I talk to them and I offer them the program now with daring to put 1,200 on a 3 month program, they say like, oh no, I can't afford that. And even trying to coach them through that is, and it's practice makes master. So it's about repeating and doing it. But it's, yeah.
Yeah. And Ilse, energetically, that's what you're putting out there and that's what you're attracting.
Yeah. How do I stop?
Yeah, you just shift your energy. You believe in yourself. You have faith in yourself. You make high fee offers. You create things that are of value. You give all the time. Mm-hmm. And when like, oh, Adrian, can you put up that like priorities thing for me? I want to share something with you. The key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Now, your priority is keeping safe inside your bubble. Your priority is to stay hiding.
Yeah, it's safe and comfortable to not do it, not step up, of course.
Yeah, so until you shift your priorities, it's just going to be this way, and you're going to keep getting the results that you've always gotten until you believe in yourself. See, that's the first thing. It's not strategy, it's belief.
Mm-hmm.
You can have all the strategies in the world, but if you don't implement, you don't believe.
That is my biggest block. And that's what I'm like, and I've learned it here indeed, that those are those things, whether you can or whether you believe or the strategy comes like how to, that's the later one. The belief that's so big. It's like, but okay, shifting priorities.
And Adrian, you can take that off now. I think everybody saw it. Thank you. So go back to the 4 things, right? That, because, It's not that I don't want to spend 40 minutes helping you have a breakthrough to uncover
Sorry.
your blocks.
No, I don't want
Ilsa.
to take everybody else's time as well.
No, but sometimes like when we're choosing to hang on to unblocked, that's where you're going to stay energetically. And we don't always have to uncover where the block came from. Just notice there's a block, and it's going to become like in the actions, it's going to start surfacing even more. You're going to feel the patterns. You're going to see the things.
Mhm.
It's going to be hitting you so much in the face that you're not going to be able to take. It's going to be painful for you.
It is.
Yeah. But are you taking those consistent actions?
60% of them.
Okay. So what would it take for you to take 100% of those uncomfortable actions? Like, do you have your workshop scheduled? Do you have a title?
It's on 24th of March at 2:00 my time, and the title is I'm still doing the poll outside. What is the name? How to thrive, how to succeed, how to flourish as an expat spouse.
Okay, great. Now, do you meditate?
A little bit and more in a guided meditation format.
Like you have some stored like negative energy inside of you. You can feel it. There's something from the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever it takes to get that out of the way, whatever that is for you. If you have to reach out to somebody, like we have a community, use the community. There are people in our community that like love practicing, right? Because there's more than one thing that's blocking you right now, I promise you, but they're all coming up. They're all slapping you in the face. And it's perfect. They got to come up. If they're not, you're not doing the work. But this is the other stretchy thing. I'm going to ask you to reach out to our community and be like, listen, this is one thing that I'm stuck on. Who wants to help me release?
Guys, I can ask you right now as well. And thanks if you could reach out to me.
No, not people in this community.
But I'll also post on Facebook, yes.
Yeah, in our launch group community.
Okay.
Thanks. That's what I'm saying. Like you're paying to work with us. And then on the coaching calls, if you're still stuck after you take actions to get unstuck, see, right, guys, it's a priority now. She cannot move forward until she uncovers what this is. It might take an hour to uncover what it is. You see that, right? But do whatever it takes to get that out of the way so you can be free to move forward.
Thank you so much. This really sounds like a solution.
Yeah. And notice, you guys, and thank you for holding space, because you are all, if you're doing the work, you're going to bump up against a glass wall. It's going to feel painful to stay there. Now, if it's a priority for you to get that out of the way, do whatever it takes to clear it, to clear whatever is there. Like we're only on the calls once a week, but that's the beauty of our community. We have 400 people that are coaches, that are wanting to practice, that are wanting you to win your game. And this is an opportunity. Yes, I'm talking to Ilse, but I'm talking to all of you that are in our program, right? Do not stay stuck for 3 months. Do not. That is just resistance.
Yeah. I love it. It just came to me indeed. It's like I'm shifting the priority to clearing that glass ceiling or that inner block which I have. That's my priority now.
That is your priority. Beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And thanks.
Great.